Hey guys, this is a narrated role with Marcos that I had earlier this week. And before I hit play, big thanks to Professor Ricardo for correcting my previous version of this video where I had some of the scores marked incorrectly. So I fixed that up, and here I am redoing the narration. Alright, let's give it a go. So we start the roll, and look at my posture versus Marcos's posture. Look how low I am with my feet spread wide. This makes it very easy for him to pick up singles or ankle picks or whatever. Look how low I am. I'm thinking about going towards his legs, but look at the frames, the grips he has on my arm and my shoulder. It's not really letting me enter easily. So see how he's framing here and here? He can easily push me away and sprawl on my back if I do level change and try to shoot for the legs. So I noticed this, and I think I update my grip to his sleeve and then quickly pull guard. Yep, right here, and sit to guard. Look at how he has this grip on the inside of my leg. If I overcommit on this guard pull, he can clear my leg to the other side and get a quick pass. But I square back up as I grab my ankle, and I enter into this K guard. So look how my knee is behind his knee. Have my foot on his belt, and my other foot in his armpit here. So with this guard position, I'm supposed to be using this foot to be pushing that way and use this knee behind his knee to push him, off balance him in that direction. But as you see, I'm stepping on him, but I'm not using this grip at all. So as a result, he's not really getting moved. He switches to the ankle and then lets go. I think he's trying to see what I'm going to do next. And I switch to this X sweep, come up. I push and come up, and look how he immediately reacts to bring his other foot up and push off of me to clear this grip off. Boom. And immediately he faces back into me. Look how low his posture is. He knows that if he stands up tall, I can get a free entry into his legs here. Yep, see how I level change, and his hips are already really far back. There's no hope for a double leg here. So I stand back up, and he gets a quick foot sweep. Let's look at how that happened. Okay, here's the X sweep. Come up, he kicks, face back into him, and look. See how my legs are on the same line here? I should not have backstepped this foot. And look how he's looking straight at it. So with my feet crossed like this, easy opportunity for a takedown. Plus 2 points. So I landed this single X, and I come up again on the X sweep, and I think he's sick of doing the same move over and over. So he concedes this sweep here and gives me 2 free points. So look how he lands with his leg heavy on my shoulder. So I come up, rolls through, and I'm thinking about stacking his leg in that direction. But look how his ankle is really heavy on my neck and shoulder, bringing my posture down, and he gets a pretty easy sweep here. Doesn't even need his hands, really. Boom. But you see how he doesn't come up on top? I come up with a double unders. So he doesn't score, but neither do I. So with this double under position, I'm trying to get under both of his legs to try to stack him up on his shoulders. But look how he's keeping his legs in front of my bicep and my knee right here, here and here. So I'm unable to lift his hip way up. So with his hips heavy on the ground, yep, I try to bring my knee over his knee on this side, and he's framing really well. So I think about going the other way. And then back to the first way. But look how I'm failing to plant this knee on the ground. This knee has to be pinned to the ground, because otherwise, look, with my head low, he can grab my lat and step on the ground and send me all the way over. Boom. So since he didn't start in the guard position, it doesn't actually count as a sweep. If you look, I'm almost on the pass when he reverses the position. So technically no points for that, but he does end up on top. So he has this deep underhook under my arm, so I'm very aware that he can easily circle around to the back to take this far side armbar. So I'm desperately trying to keep my back glued to the ground. He's trying to pull up on the elbow as he circles around. He steps around my head, and I'm keeping my shoulders pinned as much as I can. I don't want to give up that arm easily. So he still has this underhook. He's circling, and I managed to get my back on the mat. So I frame and bring my legs back in, and look at this grip. Boom! Clears it right to the other side. I'll play that one more time. So he's seeing me frame, and he's looking at my legs. He can see that I'm bringing my legs in. He takes the grip. As soon as I square up, clears the leg and comes right down to knee on belly. So that's 3 points for the pass and 2 for the knee on belly. So I'm framing his knee to take his pressure off my stomach, and he drops his shoulder right down. I'm trying to bring my knee back inside. He's denying it, and he's stepping right over to mount. Well, I do catch this leg in sort of a half guard, and I'm scooting around trying to come out the back door. I have this X guard position again. Trying to elevate. He's too heavy. I can't really elevate and come up. So look right here. He's sinking his weight into this leg. I'm trying to kick him and send him that way and come up on a leg drag. But look how he scoops his hips back towards my head here. One more time. I'm trying to push him and come up, but he's dropping his weight into this hook, making it really tough to come up. And as a result, I'm stuck on the bottom as he passes again. Another 3 points. So I'm trying to frame and get him out from directly on top as he takes the side control position. I have his sleeve gripped here as I push in that direction. I'm trying to go for this back exposure here. Try to sit up, but he's scooting all the way back into the shoulder, so there's no way I can come up on my left elbow. See how I'm framing? I'm trying to come up on this elbow, and he's totally denying it by moving his hips all the way back. And he picks up this hand here. Right here. This is an important point to notice, because once he gets this hand between, or this arm between his legs, I'm not getting it back. So look how he's in like this top, almost like an omoplata position. And I'm swinging my legs around his back to try to come out the back door again. He has this leg trapped. So you see this grip is stopping me from swinging this leg and going around his back. So with this leg controlled, I'm kind of stuck. And he leans back towards this top leg here. See how he's putting pressure into me as he scoots around that leg. And he concedes the bottom position as he goes for this arm bar. See how my arm's trapped in between his legs? If he can put this leg in front of my face here, big trouble. I'm losing that arm. But I keep my head down, and he lets me pull my arm out as I try to circle. So again, I try to go for this over-under pass, but the problem is I'm unable to pin this leg. See how the top leg is kind of controlled? The bottom leg is off the ground. I need to pin it flat, but since I'm unable to pin his hips down, he can easily lift and sweep me over pretty effortlessly, and it looked really cool. So the reason I didn't score this for the knee on belly points was because his other foot has to be up. So if you look right here, he has one knee on the belly, but the other knee is on the ground. So for the IBJJF rule set, the other foot has to be up with the knee on belly in order to get the 2 points. So only the 2 points for the sweep on this. So I'm trying to push the knee, and he scoots back. And he notices that my elbow is really close, tucked in. You see my hand is over my chest here because I don't want to give him that elbow grip so he can attack the arm. He notices, and he stays on top. He comes back and fakes a side switch, so I see how I'm reaching here with this arm. He sees the elbow exposure, traps the wrist, and scoops it. And he's in on the arm. So let me replay that one more time. Here, after the sweep. So he comes up on the front side. He switches to the back side, and he comes up back on the front, traps my arm, and then goes back for the arm bar. Really cool. So as you notice, as he's sitting back, I'm trying to come up and follow him. See, he had that grip on my leg, which is totally stopping me from getting up to my knees and facing into him. So now that he has his arm trapped and he has this leg in front of my face, it's very difficult for me to come up onto my knees and face him to get my arm free. So I'm not even able to roll away because I'm leaving my arm behind. So look, he switches to this figure 4 lock over my shoulder, moving the other shin in front of my face. Now I'm even more stuck. Can't face into him, can't face away, and he's just waiting at this point. Now I don't really have any strong defenses here. He switches to a lateral armbar. And looks at the clock. It's basically done at this point. I'm just waiting for him to lean back so I can tap. And here's the tap. Boom. Alright, we still have time, so we're continuing with the roll. So look how he takes this collar grip, which totally prevents me from shooting into his legs. So look how he picks up the grip. He fakes with his left hand, boom, and then goes for the right. So as I'm reacting to his left hand, his right hand's already grabbed my collar. And this guy's grip is like a gorilla, no joke. I don't think I could pop that grip off even if I was using my knee to help. So I think I sit guard again. Yeah. I hook his far legs, he steps out his near leg, and I try to come up on this low single. So you see how my head is underneath his knee line? My head is pushing in, and I'm cupping his ankle here. I'm trying to pull up and take the single leg, and he's scooting back. So I try to off-balance him forwards. Notice his head pushing down, or his hand pushing down on my shoulder, so I can't build height into him. I'm trying to cup this far leg and trip him. It's not working. Peeking my head out the front, and right here. So if I didn't have this grip on his leg, he could easily step this leg back and take my back. But since my arm's kind of in the way here, I think he's just waiting to see what I'm going to do. Yep, I try to dump him forward and come out the back door, and he faces right back into me. Yep. So look at how he hits this little sweep here. He notices that I come up onto, one knee, and his foot's really close here. So you see how he's looking? Right through that gap. Boom. Easily knocks me down. And he attempts the back step, but I have this foot trapping. So let's look at that again. So after I fall to my back, he's trying to step that leg back. I'm anticipating and trying to trap with my leg, trying to trap his leg in my half guard. So with this arm just kind of flailing around, he notices that, and he traps it with his arm, if you see that. Then he's bringing his other foot in, and he basically is in the armbar position. So if he lies down like this, facing towards my legs, that's a Choi bar. But I think he turns into he triangles the legs and turns into almost like an omoplata. And he notices that my posture is really low. So I'm dropping this hip to the ground to prevent him from coming up that way. So he easily back rolls to take advantage of this. And he comes on top. So at this point, with the arm between his legs, he knows the time's running out, so he goes for a quick arm bar. So he swivels the top leg over. The other leg comes in front of my face. Sits back on the arm. So I can't sit up because this leg is blocking me, and the other leg's on top of my head. And I think he's going to switch to the lat arm bar. Yep. So you see how I try to clear the leg out of my face, but he just moves it on top. Yeah, see. Trying to push that, and he switches to the lat arm bar. Or sorry, for the triangle lock over my shoulder. And then I try to sit up. He pushes me back to my back, and he's feeding this arm over my arm to get my hand into his armpit, and he has the same finish as before here. Trying to grab his elbow to slow him down. I don't really have any defense at this point. Eduardo zooming into my face so you can see how much I'm trying. And he gets the tap. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If there's any more issues, please let me know. I'll try to get them fixed as soon as possible, and I'll be putting out more of these narrated roles in the near future, so please stay tuned. Thanks.